Alright everyone, it is time for one of the most anticipated races of this 2024 Olympic season. It is the women's 400-meter hurdles finals in this year's Paris Games. Now, this race has historically been the site of absolute madness and record-breaking runs. Since the Tokyo Olympics, any global final in the women's 400 hurdles means that something lightning quick is about to go down. And for today, this speed could be next level once again, and that's because Sadie McLaughlin-Levrone, the current world record holder, will be competing against Femke Bol from the Netherlands, the number 2 all-time performer in this event. Here is an amazing statistic. In the history of their careers, Sadie McLaughlin and Femke Bol have only raced 2 times, and in both of these 400 hurdles matchups, the world record was broken each time they raced. In 2021, McLaughlin broke the world record with a time of 51.46 seconds at the Tokyo Olympics, and following behind her were Dalilah Muhammad and Femke Bol, who in this same race became the second and third fastest athletes in history. This race was certainly crazy, and for many this was the race of the Tokyo Games. However, the 2022 World Finals may have been even more significant, and that's because Sadie McLaughlin achieved one of the craziest world records of all time, smashing her own record mark by 0.73 seconds, achieving a time of 50.68 seconds. Now, believe it or not, this was the single biggest world record leap in women's 400 hurdles history, going all the way back to when world records in this event were first recognized in 1974. And this kind of breaks the brain, because the faster that world records get, the more difficult that they should be to improve upon. But for this day, McLaughlin turned on the jets and set one of the greatest world records of all time. McLaughlin's name in the history books has already been cemented, but it's also important to mention that she broke the world record again this season, dropping a time of 50.65 seconds at this year's United States Nationals, a performance that once again left the track world speechless. Now, McLaughlin-Levrone is certainly the favorite, and her position as the world number 1 is unwavering. But Femke Bol's season has also been incredible, and that's because she also joined McLaughlin-Levrone in the sub-51 club. In this year's meeting in the Champs de Fonds in Switzerland, we saw Femke Bol drop a time of 50.95, a massive improvement for her, and it only put her 0.3 seconds behind McLaughlin-Levrone's world record. This really got the track world talking about the possibilities of what could happen when McLaughlin-Levrone and Femke Bol race in this year's Olympic final. And today, we finally get to see what this clash brings on the world's biggest stage. So now, without further ado, let's head to the track and see how this women's 400 hurdles finals unfolded. After a fair start, both Sadie McLaughlin and Femke Bol got out very quickly, and through the opening couple of hurdles, they were right next to each other. And it's also important to mention that Anna Cockrell from the United States was also looking very strong through these opening stages. Now, at the halfway point, they were pretty much even, but then, like she always does, we saw Sadie McLaughlin separate with ease, and over these final moments, she continued to separate down the home stretch. With a finishing time of 50.37 seconds, she again broke her own world record for a 6th time, which is already one of the most incredible things that will ever happen in this event. But what was also a pretty big moment in this race was what happened in second, because we saw Anna Cockrell from the United States get up for 2nd place with a finishing time of 51.87 seconds, a massive personal record for Anna Cockrell, and finishing in 3rd was Femke Bol in 52.15. Still a very respectable result, but the United States went 1-2 here. This has to be the most athletes under 53 in a single race that we have ever seen. And once again, McLaughlin-Levrone absolutely dominated this field, and she won by a full 1.5 seconds. Thanks for watching, everyone, and as always, until next time.